Posehn. I used to have a podcast where I played Dungeons & Dragons with a bunch of my friends. I missed it, so I decided to make a new one. It's called Brian Posehn's Nerd Poker. It's myself, a couple of my buddies, Blanket Patch, Dan Telfer, Ken Daly, an occasional guest or two, and we're going to be playing in a new setting, my dining room. Each week you'll hear my wife, my son, my dogs, and we're going to be playing in a place that I love and playing the game that I've loved half my life, Dungeons & Dragons. We've got 5th edition, and we're ready. So are you ready? Here's Brian Posehn's Nerd Poker.
Play the music for our show opening. Play something. Are you going to remember the song? Because you're going to have to play the exact song every single episode of the show.
Okay, yeah.
All right, you can remember that?
How about this? It's a different theme every.
Oh, a different theme every show. Okay. Okay, cool. Well, that's the first theme. That was awesome. Thanks, buddy.
That's actually going to be on iTunes.
Yes, it's going to be on iTunes. He just told his name as a babysitter. Hey, everybody, it's Brian Posehn. You're listening to Brian Posehn's Nerd Poker. These are my friends, Ken, Blaine, and Dan.
Hi, Brian.
Hey, friends. And that's our new theme song, I guess. That's our composer, Rhodes Posehn. Nice job, buddy. He's
a regular Mike Carpenter.
Yeah. Last week was our first episode. We all met.
And Jim J. Bullock got male raped.
Hey, that was a very special episode of that show.
We cut that out. I feel horrible already. I was just reading about the episode where he got raped.
Very special.
Monroe.
At least we all learned something about our bodies.
Yeah.
By large women, right?
Hey, Rhodes. You back?
He's getting some Legos.
Bye, buddy.
Bye, Dad. I'm going to go decorate.
All right. Okay. Decorate the Lego table. Is that what they call it? He's not in the room anymore.
Oh, no.
Now I don't feel so bad about that joke earlier.
It's also known as taking it in the face.
Anyway.
In the face.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for joining us in our sanctuary against the evil universe.
Oh, yeah.
So much has happened since last we recorded. For you guys, it's probably we're probably already in our bunkers hiding from North Korean missiles. But,
Are you talking about when reality broke?
When you listen to this.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Trying not to think about it.
Good luck.
That's why.
Thank you for the scotch, Brian.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
You know, when I was in chemo, I was
Let's
like,
thank McCarthy's Oregon Single Malt.
I was looking forward to some scotch when I was sick, and I enjoyed it a great deal in times of woe.
There's going to be so much scotch in my bunker for that first week.
Is that what they're calling it?
Oh man, I've been through a whole bottle of Lagavulin already. Hi everybody. So welcome to our adventures in the Bay of Amina. Our heroes have only just met, but already they are quite unsure.
Yeah, what were our names again, you guys?
I believe we have.
We haven't played in a couple weeks in real life. So.
We have please say hello to the listener, Bodhi.
Oh. I'm Bodhi. I don't really have a voice yet. I'll find it.
No, you'll figure it out.
Yeah.
You're a barbarian.
Barbarian.
half-orc. And how about you, Tom?
The name's Tom Doretto.
I think Tom's found his voice.
How could I forget Tom? Or Tom.
And a very special bard elf. Would you like to introduce yourself, sir?
I'm Twee.
You're gonna have to stand up for every.
Yeah, you lean in the mic too, because otherwise the dog lapping up water 2 rooms away would be louder than what you just did. Well,
Sorry, could I do that again?
What's your name?
I'm Twee.
Now the old dogs. Clackety clack.
oh,
Hey, old man.
he's so adorable.
When we recorded at Airwolf, we didn't have a 13-year-old basset hound walking around.
Oh.
Here we do.
Oh, so much better for it.
It's like Pat Harrington.
So our heroes Twee, Tom, and Bodhi landed in this bay where they were hoping to find some fortune, and it turns out they seem to be displaced magically somehow. There's a bad mojo in the air. Everybody else who's here does not care for it. And so a lot of people are looking to get out of here. You guys thought you'd do a little exploring after hearing a crazy bard named Horo go on and on about...
That's the guy that went crazy in his tent, right?
Yeah.
Shaved his hair off with a can or something.
Yeah.
And then were we following? Who were we following?
You were
into
following
the woods?
a Dragonborn cleric who was here with some soldiers. His name's Lekyss. He's got the side of his face bashed in from a giant, so he's got a large dysfunctional eyeball and a crooked jaw. But he looks like he's seen some shit, and he was feeling a little grumpy.
Is that what made his eyeball dysfunctional?
Yeah.
That's all the shit he's seen.
Well, and getting punched in the face by a frost giant.
She's happy.
That'll do it.
So, but he decided to go into the woods first because he was super drunk and feeling a little bold. And after he got into the woods, and you guys were already creeped out because there were some weird shadows cascading across the woods, and you guys all have night vision, but even with the night vision, it's very dark, and your view is obscured by all the thin trees that Lekyss walked between. And he didn't make it all that far before he got tackled to the ground. And I believe you guys were about to check out because he was on the ground going, fuck.
Oh, we were sure he got tackled.
He got tackled for sure.
Yeah.
And it's dark, but how did we see him lit? How was he
I think
lit?
he had a torch that lit with his own breath.
And then did we see it go out when he got tackled?
He dropped it. It might still be on the ground. You guys can still see pretty good.
Okay.
You're a party gifted with pretty great night vision race-wise, so none of you are blind, even though it's 1 a.m. But
Do we? Oh, okay. Go ahead.
You're a good 40 yards away from the action. You could catch up pretty quick.
Do we see what tackled him, or can we see what size figure?
It looks like what appears to be a giant pillbug that descended from the trees.
Oh, yeah.
Those
okay, I'm
can be the
out.
creeps. Yeah,
I'm out. See you
I'm
guys
done
later.
with D&D, actually. Pillbugs, yeah. Do we just see the one?
Yeah, you just see one, although there are a lot of strange vertical shadows still going across.
How many trees are? What am I?
Lots. They're
close to the?
They're thick but thin. They're like birches. They're
Could we run through the forest if we had to, or is there
You get a good quick
undergrowth
jog, but
and
you can't
vines and
sprint.
stuff?
Good quick jog, but you can't sprint.
All right,
Not a lot of brush, but a lot of trees.
like hundreds.
Yeah. This is a small wood.
Okay.
Do you want to avoid this
If
thing?
you remember,
Potentially, each one could have one of these bugs in it.
Right.
We could be fighting a bunch.
you
of
have
them.
your map. You are currently right here in the triangle of these woods. Kind of checking out.
What's that
area.
town? There's not really a town there.
No, the bay is informally called Sitta.
Sitta.
There were some merchants and such.
Right.
Yes.
And the townspeople have bailed. We don't know where or.
Well, there's a
There-
small
we don't know if
settlement
they
that was
bailed or if
supposedly
it-
here,
yeah,
but
settlement.
there's no longer a sign of the settlement.
Right. don't know if they died or they ran away. Or they moved to Canada or tried to
Great
get
time to move to Canada.
visas to Australia, but
Especially
Australia
with
was
this
like, fuck
exchange
you. And
Our bard has realized he has a musical instrument that he could be fucking with the entire episodes. Also,
I'm not kidding.
But what I think you guys should do is a little thing called roll for initiative. So why don't we bust our first initiative out of the game, of the campaign, and see how we land.
10.
initiative.
20, yeah. Roll your 20.
Yeah.
Oh shit, we got a 20. Hey, Stinky Britches, roll your 20.
20.
Holy shit.
I guess you got to roll it off the McCarthy's bottle, apparently.
Ken, you blew it.
I know.
All 20 is off the whiskey.
Try it, though.
Do it. See what happens.
That would be so weird if it did.
Was that a 6?
Yeah.
Cool. Let's do, since Brian rolled his 20 first, let's do counterclockwise from Brian.
Okay.
So, what you gonna do? I'd say in one turn you can get right to the action. You're just gonna sprint for it?
Yeah, I'm going to defend this guy with my greatsword.
He's still alive?
Yeah, you can hear Lekyss cursing while he's tussling with this thing. This thing is huge. It's like bigger than a car, but he's a very squat Dragonborn who looks like he's armored enough to be able to tussle for a little while. And he's just punching it in the face. He hasn't gotten a good shot in with his weapon yet. He's got a big old hammer.
Yeah, there's 4 of us.
Okay. Yeah, I'm running in to help him.
I'm the Pillbug.
Cool. Well, why don't you roll to attack?
That doesn't work.
Nope. Bad news about his armor.
That's the last time. That's the last time I'll roll off the bottle. Oh, jeez, that's worse.
What was that?
Nothing.
I'm sticking with the 2.
All right, so you break into this little makeshift clearing because a couple of trees have been knocked over. Pardon me. Yeah, this thing is like a gunmetal gray Pillbug, but it's really, really kind of dark, kind of matte gray, kind of slimy looking almost. It's got
sort of like an AMG Mercedes.
The Pillbug
you can't tell how much of its armor. It could be squishy.
Okay.
But it's got moss and gravel.
Okay, I'm gonna find out if it's squishy. Because it's trying to kill this guy, right?
Yeah, and you just took a swing at it, and it just kind of nicked off the side. It doesn't feel like as strong armor as you'd be worried about.
Okay.
But it's definitely a large armored animal.
Okay.
Blaine, why don't you tell us what you're going to do?
I am going to draw my my short sword. And
I'm sorry, real quick question. In 5, is there like an action thing that you can do if you do miss? Is there something you can do in it? Isn't there?
Let's take a quick look. I have that.
Sorry to interrupt, Brian.
Oh, no,
I just want to make sure that we get all these 5 rules in.
Hey, Blaine, why don't you tell us what this encounter is brought to us by?
This encounter is brought to you by the new Mac Junior. It's a Big Mac that's only half the size. Also, the Mac Deluxe, I think, is the name of it. It's a Big Mac made out of 2 quarter-pounder things. And also, try the new Micro Mac. It's about half the size of a slider, and you can lose it in your car. Micro Mac. This is the... Sorry, I was trying not to fart when you told me to do that.
Wow. Your fart sounds like a Casio.
Yeah, I wish. Sorry, I've been yeah.
What's your dexterity, Brian?
11.
Okay, I think you might be out of luck. I don't know about another follow-up attack you can do. We can research this more.
Yeah, I'll ask. I'll look into it. When I did that thing recently with
The Berserker
some of the
might have
critical
like a
hit
special
guys.
thing.
I thought that there was a.
I'll take a look. When we take a break, I'll make sure you didn't miss out on any ass whooping.
Cool.
But I don't think so. Blaine, you're taking out a short sword?
I'm taking out a short sword, but I've got I'm just kind of gonna stand around and see what's going to happen before I plunge into anything because.
So Twee's just gonna try to
Twee
behind the
is-
tree.
Yeah, I'm going to make sure that I'm not going to get killed first. I'm not.
All right, Tom, what you got in store for us?
I'm going with the short bow. I'm going to shoot an arrow.
Please do. Why don't you tell us what happens when you give that a shot?
Roll a 10.
All right, that's a hit.
So then it's D6, I believe. Yes, 1D6. I rolled a 6.
All right, your arrow hits the hide of this thing, and you're still about, let's say, did you run in and try to get a little closer, or did you stay
Yeah,
at
a little
distance?
bit, but not. I'm trying to stay safe distance.
All right, you know you hit it, but you don't notice a reaction from where you are.
All right.
This thing does not acknowledge any of you. It is staying on top of Lekyss.
Wow. Jerk.
It's probably hungry, you guys.
Oh.
Its little front legs, which, by the way, you can't really get an eye on the legs. The legs seem like they're moving too fast. They're like,
Ah,
Bless you. Bless
they're
Bless
like
you.
flailing around like little ribbons, and you can't quite get a visual lock on him. But it starts slapping him in the face, and he's going damn it!
oh, that's gross. It's like when Andy Serkis got eaten by the grubs in King Kong. I freak out when I think about it.
And
That's the worst.
And he gets a nice couple of real hits against this Dragonborn's face.
Oh, dear.
Does not look pleasant what's happening to him. Want to give this another shot there, Bodhi?
Yeah, for sure. I was about to.
How do you want to hit this guy?
I was going to Instagram our game,
Oh, well, you know.
but let's see.
Right now, you are in the clear. You're the only one real close with Lekyss, and
I'm going
you can hack at it.
to
You can try and get it.
two arm overhead. Just
Sweet.
try to go right at the middle of it
Sweet.
and split it in half if I can.
Okay.
That's the idea. We'll see what Mr. Dice does. Oh, 19.
Oh, that is certainly a hit.
I'll take it.
All right, Tweet.
That's not Rhodes. That's Blaine over there.
Rhodes has handed over the
His Casio.
his bard duties. All right, so that's a hit. Why don't you roll for damage?
Roll for some damage.
And what is my sword? Why do
Yeah,
I
you
not
got a
have
great
it?
sword.
Yeah, why do I not have it written right? Nice shot.
I don't know. That's a mistake.
Yeah, I'm a real jerk.
Let's see.
Blaine, what is me looking up my greatsword damage brought to you by?
Looking for Brian's
2d6.
Greatsword is brought to you by IKEA. When you need to get diarrhea from meatballs,
2d6.
IKEA is there for you. Also, a great place to crash if you're homeless and nowhere to hide in the cabinet. IKEA!
Yeah!
Oh shit!
Yeah, there you go.
Nice.
Maximal damage.
It's called boxcars.
And
Wow.
then do I have anything added to that?
Let's
My
see.
sword?
You have a +2 strength.
I don't have anything written down on that. Anything, Ken, on the... It was,
No, that's pretty good damage already. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah. Again,
2d6.
let's do a quick refresher during the break, and we'll see
Right.
if you're missing.
Yeah, but we're
any
level 1,
sword
so...
bonus. You're
right,
level 1.
Yeah. We're starting
Good
it.
news is you'll get some experience right after this encounter. So
Cool.
Yeah. So you thwack right into it, and it
And
feels
12.
like. Yeah, you do 12 damage, and it feels like wet leather. The sword goes into this thing and just rips a big gash right in its armor, and what looks like more little legs.
Bodhi loudly grunts. Because he's extreme. Oh, I don't know if we've talked about this. I want everybody to know Bodhi is extreme.
No E at the beginning of that word, right?
Bodhi. He's extreme. Extreme? Yeah, no, extreme. X. Yeah, extreme, maybe.
Yeah, he's extreme.
Yeah.
You mean like Alpine Rush or like Cool Blast?
Yeah, like total, yeah.
Snowboards and
Yes.
hang glides and
Yeah, like surfs.
where's Axe body spray?
Yeah. Has a friend
Blades.
named Johnny Utah. I draw inspiration from dumb
Bodhi.
shit.
Bodhi. Got it.
I mean, classic shit is what I mean.
Classic dumb shit.
Some of my favorite shit. Anyway, so Bodhi's extreme.
Okay.
He goes, "Grah!"
I was waiting to hear that grunt.
Yeah.
So after Bodhi grunts, he notices he's cut a foot-long gash in the side of this thing.
Yeah.
And what looks like little legs, little ribbony legs, start like sticking out of the gash and fluttering around.
Ugh.
Yeah, it looks like it's something spilling out of it, not unlike guts, but they're active.
Are they babies?
You can't tell, but
Is it like a
terrible.
clover field that's like our size?
you would get an organic sort of baby vibe from it, if not for the fact that its legs already looked a little supernatural in design.
Ugh, gross.
I hate it.
What basically look like legs/intestines stick out of the gash and start flapping in your face. They're
Jeez.
not quite hitting you, but pretty close. Hey, Tweet, what you
Well, I don't
gonna
have
do?
another action, right? Yeah.
Not yet.
And this thing is still shredding our friend?
Although now he's kind of looking at Bodhi. Like, why'd you gotta do that, bro?
I'm going to Thunder Wave him.
I'm sorry?
I'm just going to kind of go, we're gonna wait for the dog to leave.
I'm gonna shut that
Can't
door.
be subtle with
I'm
him.
gonna shut that door.
Sorry,
Or can you shut it? The big dog's sleeping next to me.
Whoop, there it is.
and that's my Thunder Wave. Sorry, Dan's closing a sliding door.
Yeah.
Whoop, there it is.
Is that the big? Oh, that's the little dog.
I just rolled a little Thunder Wave. A wave of thunderous force sweeps out from me. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from me must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from me. On a successful save, the creature takes half as much damage and isn't pushed. Unsecured objects are completely within the area of my effect or automatically pushed 10 feet away from me. Spell emits a thunderous boom audible 300 feet.
Sounds to me like Lekyss and Bodhi, at the very least, need to roll to not get thunder waved in the face.
Yeah, I'm just going to
shit.
try to blow everybody off of everybody. That's my plan.
Okay.
So,
What do I need to do? Sorry,
What do I have to do
I
for
was
this?
writing down what I need to
I think it was just sort of an automatic thing, right?
Okay.
Sorry.
it's his Constitution roll,
Oh.
right? And then
Versus the
versus your Constitution.
So lower than. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Excellent.
You're good.
Can that... just to me.
Oh, and Lekyss is good too. Let's see about this big piece of shit. Oh, he certainly did not. Rolling a 17 was not good.
So that's a 2d8, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
2d8.
Roll them 8s.
Let me grab another 8, sorry, pardon me. Oh, here's a nice one, I got one. 11.
Nice.
Jesus. You guys are whooping this guy's dick.
Yeah, we're doing alright.
Alright.
Well, now I'm going to aim his dick.
Yeah, he takes a big shot and he slaps off of Lekyss against some trees, and his legs all start flipping up in the air. He's kind of off balance now. And it almost looks as if the shadows are trying to pull him back up. They kind of align over him a little bit. All the little vertical shadows that have been kind of dancing against the trees sort of gather around the Pillbug and as he tries to get back on his legs.
And help him?
Yeah, it would
Seems-
seem so.
That seems really unfortunate.
So,
Hey,
what's up there, Tweet?
sorry, no, I'm just thinking about something. I'm just, I'm gonna sheathe my sword and I'm going to, pull off my short bow. Do I have a short bow or a long bow? Sorry. I have a short bow going, and I'm going to, get an arrow ready, knock one, and get ready to fire one up into the trees if I need to.
Sounds good.
I'm going to shoot another arrow at the Pillbug.
Please do.
8.
Alright. That's a hit.
Oh, good.
Barely.
And a 6.
Damn. Alright, so this guy starts getting pulled up into the trees
Okay.
by the shadows. He does, however... let's see what happens there. Start spilling out some shadows from his big wound that Bodhi gave him. And it looks like smoky tar is coming out of his skin and hitting the ground. And yeah, an unforeseen force lifts him up, and he starts spraying this stuff at you guys. So,
Does this stuff hurt?
roll your decks and tell me if you get out of the way of this shit.
Okay. Yeah.
How you doing? You're far away.
I'm far away, so I'm fairly okay.
You're far away.
I'm very far away. Yeah, I didn't get close to any of these things.
Yeah, like I said, got very good dexterity. So, okay, you guys managed to get out of there. And this thing tries to make a retreat through the woods. It's floating about, say, just 6 feet off the ground, and it's kind of bashing against the trees, trying to get deeper into the woods.
And the legs are just
Flailing around.
flailing
And
around.
more of this smoky tar stuff is spilling out of it as it's kind of floating away.
And does the tar stuff sort of lay on the ground, or does it...
It dissipates like a fog or a
Yeah,
mist.
that's good. This is not shitting out
No babies.
living shits or...
No babies, but you definitely get a really magical vibe off of what came out of it. It doesn't seem right. What do you guys want to do? Lekyss gets to his feet.
I'm gonna fire an arrow into it. Can I fire an arrow into it?
Can.
I'm sorry, pardon me. Gonna fire an arrow into it.
He's got refusing to take his finger.
I'll take that 20.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah, I'll take the 20, please.
Apologize.
Hey, what are arrows doing
6.
these days?
1d6.
1d6?
Yes, sir.
How about a 6?
Yeah, that works.
Damn. Alright, well, you nail this thing, and you hear a horrible screechy noise come from it, although it continues to make its way farther into the woods.
Okay.
What about the rest of you guys? What are you doing?
Shoot at the tree.
Lekyss looks like he's about to go run after it. He's pissed
Yeah?
now. Yeah, he's very emboldened. He
And
wants
the
a good
trees
shot
are
at it.
ignoring him?
So
The
far,
shadows
it's
that
the
were-
only one, right?
Yeah, only one so far, but it's pretty dark in those woods.
Yeah, I don't like the trees grabbing on shit.
Yeah, let's, should we wait a beat and see what happens to Lekyss, or should we...
He gets
We're-
up and
we're gonna
starts
follow
running
him
after
deeper?
him. He's bumping against the trees, but he's giving a good jog after this.
And they're not grabbing him or anything.
Not yet.
Should
no.
we tell him?
This guy is losing my interest.
Yeah, we barely talk to the guys.
Yeah, it's like an hour
Let him
into
go,
the
let
woods
him go
where
do
there's
his thing.
shit dangling down from the trees. Huh.
I say we bravely run away.
He's about 10 yards away from you.
Hey, you okay?
Jason's saying.
You okay on your own there?
You guys don't want to get this shit?
Well, we're thinking about it.
We almost got him. He's running away like a puss.
Yeah, there's got to be more, right? There's
Yeah.
probably like thousands more in the woods.
Okay.
How far are we
enough.
from the edge
I'm
of the
thinking
woods?
the woods are the problem.
Yeah.
Much more than the Pillbug.
Okay.
They're clearly enchanted magic, bad
Right.
magic woods.
He gets another 10 yards away. He's like, come on, come on. He's swinging. He's just inches away from being able to hit it. Now he's catching up to it. It's up to you though.
Go kill the
slowly.
hell out of that thing.
Follow slowly.
Yeah, I'm kind of checking it out, but not committing completely.
I'm cheering them on.
Okay, so there's
My sword is still unsheathed.
cool. Well, you guys let him get a solid like 15, 20 yards down, a head start on you, and all of a sudden, Lekyss starts going again. Shit! Ah, no! Oh no! No! But this time you don't see anything.
I let a torch and he does. Does he still have a torch?
No, he left it on the ground where he got jumped.
Oh,
So you can pick it up if you want.
I'm gonna grab it.
Go for it.
And toss it toward him. Yeah, toss it towards him and see if it illuminates anything around him.
As you throw it, you notice it looks like a bunch of little bugs are flying at Lekyss.
Oh, little, like how little?
Like fist-sized.
Yuck. That ain't
Size of
little.
bugs.
That ain't little.
Squirmish, horrible shit.
It'd be great if we were German, but
You get a good sense of the size of them when the torch ricochets off a tree, and you get kind of an underneath lit shot of his head, and all these little things are coming at him.
Don't like it.
You see what do you guess? Maybe like 20 of them.
One of us yell for him to come back, or
Yeah, get out of there.
He goes shit, and you see he does start making his way back to you.
okay.
Once he's close enough, you realize he's being attacked by fairies. A bunch of jet black fairies, jet black wings, are trying to bite his face off and pull off his eyeball. His big offensive looking.
Black Fairy Woods.
story of my life.
He's doing a pretty good job of swatting these things away, but there are like 20 of these things, and they're coming at him like bees.
Well, we can help him with that.
He's kind of blindly running out of the woods at this point.
All right.
You can, try to jump on his shoulder and grab one of these things and throw it to the ground. You can hack at him.
I'm gonna hack at him.
Go for it.
If he's close to me yet, I don't know.
Yeah. He's running past you at this point.
Yeah,
He's headed
I'll
back to the
short
clearing
sword
to
at
the
him.
southeast.
Yeah, my short sword. 12. I'm just attacking one of them. One.
Let's do another edit point. All right, we're back, and you just took.
Black fairies are flying around.
Yeah,
Black
and
fairies. And
Black fairies, wherever I go, he goes. Black fairies, black fairies,
Black fairies and me.
Black fairies and me like to get dragged up a tree.
So Tom took his dagger out and cut a couple of these things in half, right?
Oh, wow.
And,
Sword, yeah.
sword, got it, and you got a short sword.
I have daggers too, but I use my sword because it's more damage.
Lekyss seems to be kind of ridding himself of these things, but he's very bitter about the experience. You could tell he's got some blue balls from the battle. So he gets like 2 of them himself. Some of them kind of peel off, and he realizes they're retreating, and he grabs one of the fairies, and instead of killing it, he just punches it in the face repeatedly until it stops moving. And then he's very careful not to kill it. He puts it in a bag.
Okay.
Interesting. You can sell it.
Yeah, I think that's the idea.
Friend, why did you do that?
Why'd I do what?
Why did you put that little weird fairy in there?
I want to talk to this piece of shit.
Okay, what do you hope to...
I want to find out where the fuck we are.
Alright.
My ship's supposed to pick us up tomorrow. That thing doesn't show up. I don't find out where the fuck we are.
And you think this fairy might know that?
I don't know, man. Maybe.
That's extreme, man.
You seem like a pretty extreme kind of guy.
I'm totally extreme.
You want to go get piercings later?
Extreme!
You're not gonna get those like weird ear gauges, are you?
Those are pretty extreme.
They are. And he's a half orc, so he could probably get like 2 in one earlobe.
Backs of my knees. Peter starts.
And then I
Get my hand
show
strings.
Blaine my ear. You mean like this? And I've already got one in there.
And then I'm going to show him that I have a neck bolt like Frankenstein. I got it at Piercing Pagoda at the Elf Mall.
And I have a tattoo that says Melkor.
Of course you do.
Lekyss, who's been punched in the face and deformed for the rest of his life, seems a little bored by your display of external...
We're pretty cool, right?
Yeah, you guys are real cool. Everybody roll perception check.
Is that a 20-sided?
Yes, sir.
I got a 3. We want to roll under something, right?
Yeah. I just want to hear what you got.
I got a 2.
And I have a +1 to my perception, which is a wisdom. So,
Roll under what?
We're gonna say a.
is it your wisdom? It's your wisdom, right?
Yeah.
I rolled over.
All right, so you keep showing off your ear gauges, and let's see. And Lekyss keeps talking to you about him. However, Tom and Twee, you notice that some distance away, walking into the forest, is your old friend Horo.
Oh, the weird bard dude.
Yeah,
that shaved his head.
Walking into the
That's
forest, alone and muttering to himself.
Hey, lunatic.
Do I see him now once he says lunatic?
Yeah, absolutely. You turn and see him.
What's going on, ding dong?
Does he see us?
Nope, he's ignoring you completely.
Hello.
And he crosses into the woods. Do you guys do anything?
Shadow him.
Alright, takes you, let's say, just a couple of turns to catch up to him without catching his attention, and he doesn't notice you at all. He starts taking off his clothes.
Does he seem like... well, he's already nutty. I mean, so he's in a trance kind of thing?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. Why's that guy taking his garbs off? That's extreme.
I don't know, but you want to keep watching?
Yeah, the guy's fucking crazy.
I'm drunk. I'll watch a guy strip naked in the woods. I don't give a shit.
Friend.
That's what you get ferried to death.
Make of you.
I mean, the fairy, yeah, that's exactly, man. That's going to be pretty funny when the fairies start attacking a naked bard in the woods.
Is it happening?
I give it like 5 seconds, man.
All right, let's keep watching.
All right, let's give it 5 seconds.
All right, you do, and he takes out, as he pulls his leggings off, a large knife that had been tucked away in his pant legs. And he plunges it into his own abdomen.
Way to go.
Whoa.
Yuck.
Lekyss kind of grunts to himself and says, "Yeah, man, I'm not really into this shit no more. It's kind of a bummer. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here."
Is it like a... is it a wound? Is it a wound that is gonna bring death upon him soon?
He hunches over. His back is to you right now. And
how deep did he go?
He went pretty deep. It looks like he went to the hill to the 6-inch knife.
Oh yeah.
And you can see he's tugging up.
Ugh.
Like he's trying. He's trying to get traction up his rib cage with the knife.
The guy stabbed himself.
I wish you guys would be taking this more seriously.
So he's seppukuing over there.
Yeah.
There's nothing I'm going to do to stop him. The guy's a nut.
Yeah, it looks like he's kind of a lost cause. You know what? I think it might be a good idea to sort of start looking around to see if there's anything up in the trees that are coming to get this guy. Like maybe he's sacrificing himself to some sort of...
It's darker in because you're not as close to him, but you do think you see some of the vertical shadows kind of gathering around him the way they gathered around the Pillbug.
Okay.
And do those look the same as what turned out to be fairies, or is that
No,
something
actually,
else?
no, they don't.
That sucks.
Yeah.
So vertical shadows. What do you guys think?
And yeah, these vertical shadows seem like there's like almost like long legs going up into the trees from the ground that you can't see.
So they're not the Pillbugs. It's something else.
It's not the Pillbugs, but it's something that was there
for
for the
ground
Pillbugs.
as opposed to the tree. You're saying
They look almost as if they're so tall they almost look like they're coming from the treetops. But they are shadows. They are intangible.
Walking sticks.
Is there a wraith vibe coming off of these things, like an evil mist, or is there any sort of tangibility?
Do you have any occult or specialties in the necromancy area?
I have some Ian Astbury solo stuff. Different cult. Hey, you know what I'm gonna do?
What you gonna do?
I'm gonna fire a firebolt up into these goddamn black clouds.
Yeah, do it. I approve.
Yeah, that's about it. I hurl a mote of fire at a creature or object within range.
Alright.
I'm going to make a ranged spell attack against the target, and if it does, the target takes 1d10 of fire damage, and anything that's flammable is going to light up.
And we're going to call this target within range the sort of gathering of shadows above this guy Horo.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous about these shadows.
All right,
so what am I doing? Is this an attack roll?
Yeah, it's an attack roll.
How about a 10? Does that count, do you think? I mean, I am just sort of firing up into a shadowed area.
Okay. Let's see. How should we do this? Your firebolt hits a tree and lights a tree on fire. But you hear a very strange noise when it hits the tree. You hear what almost sounds like someone blowing randomly into a pan flute.
Ugh.
And a sort of weird, kind of like noise.
Trees are alive? Trees are alive, right?
You hit one tree, and it's on fire. About, let's say, 20 feet above the ground.
Now, the light of the fire, does that make it easier to see the tall black shadows?
They're still there. They're in starker contrast, and they're still collecting around this guy who's now halfway up his ribcage with the knife.
Do they seem more solid or more tangible?
More contrast.
So, like, they're taking him over or something? Or like...
Yeah, it almost looks like they're
collecting him.
They're collecting him, yeah.
Okay.
That's a great way to put it.
I'd say...
Let us not get collected.
Yeah.
Let's collect ourselves elsewhere.
Bodhi thinks this is pretty extreme.
What is an extreme, Bodhi? B.O.
Yeah. Sleeping is an extreme. Boring things.
Everybody roll your
Extreme.
perception again.
Whoops. 13.
Is that under? Under your whiz?
Yeah.
Oh, my whiz? Yeah, 14.
I'm under mine.
We're all under.
All right,
we're all under
you
a
notice a small group of soldiers outside the woods near where the
What?
encampment is have gathered to watch what's happening because they heard the sounds of fighting, and they're all just sort of standing dumbstruck at the fire in the trees now.
Okay.
They're not sure what to do yet, but you've got their attention.
How you like that shit, soldier dudes?
So what you gonna do?
Well, there's nothing we can do. This guy's dead, and he's getting taken away by these weird...
Yeah. What's Lekyss? Is he raring to go somewhere or what?
Yeah, where is Lekyss?
He's out of the woods, kind of trying to get his bearings. He was shaken by being attacked.
Oh, did he go back to where the other guys are now?
He didn't go back to where the other guys are, but he didn't follow you
But he's done with this
after dumb shit.
Right.
All right. Well, let's
Okay.
get out of here then.
Yeah, retreat.
Cool. As you turn away, you notice something real fucked up is happening
What?
to this guy.
Oh, the guy that's being overtaken by the dark.
Do you want to take one last look?
Sure. What do I see?
You see, rather suddenly, he slices up quickly through the rest of his ribcage, and his skin kind of flops down like clothing would.
That's weird.
And he has disappeared. You see a dark mass where he was for a moment that then shoots up into the tree line.
Wow. That was cool. Was that extreme?
Did you say it was weird? You said it was weird, right?
It's weird, yeah.
Extremely weird.
Yeah, it was almost like he turned into some shadow and shed his skin at the last second.
So it's like a forest full of skin shed shadows.
You got a real bad vibe.
Yeah, I do.
So
no
the
part of this
trees,
place.
the trees and something, the forest kills you.
Yeah.
And then takes your essence, and your essence forms these black things that
That's what I'm
come
guessing.
Is there
down.
unrest in the forest? There's trouble with the trees?
Lekyss
Hey,
comes,
careful.
the
What you say
maples-
about his company is what you say about
But the
society.
maples want more sunlight, and the oaks resist their pleas.
Lekyss comes over
I think
and says,
that's right. Any Rush fans want to call me on that?
he says, "Hey, I think we woke everybody up.
Yeah, looks like
Think maybe they'll sell us some more booze.
it. Not a bad idea. Let's go
I
drink.
think we go get some more drink and see if we can wake this fairy up and talk to this fucking thing."
All right. I want to find out if they know anything about the forest.
Yeah, let's wake this fucking fairy up.
Do we have to pay for Rush if I'm just trying to figure it out on the keyboard?
I don't think so.
What if it's like brown barchetta?
So, great. So, you head back to the bar. Whiskey's on the house.
Oh.
Everybody's excited because you're the first action.
Can I get a martini and Rossiassi Spumante?
You can.
yes.
We have champagne. Martini and Rossiassi Spumante.
Also, Budweiser Margarita Lights are on sale.
Listeners
man.
of the old show, if you were wondering if Blaine was going to have newer references, the answer is, what the fuck were you thinking?
There were Martini and Rossi commercials in the 80s.
I'm still sad that Dick Gautier died.
Yeah.
He was pretty cool.
And we
His
lost
father's
Mary-
name was
we
Jaime.
lost Mary Tyler Moore last week.
We lost so many
Yeah.
people.
Well, last year,
I mean,
Jesus.
since
John
the last
Hurt.
time we recorded, especially, yeah. The better part of human civilization took themselves out before Donald Trump was inaugurated. All right, so you head back to the tent. Yeah, drinks are in the house.
Great.
And Lekyss starts poking this thing. He ties it down to the bar. He gets he gets the bar to give him some hammer and nails, and he makes like a little kind of like twine torture thing set up where he's not literally being tortured, but his arms and legs are bound,
Right.
and stuck to the little slab of wood that
The
they're
little
using
tiny
as a bar.
Gulliver.
And it's a mixture
where am I
of parts.
now? We're out of the
You're
forest.
inside the tent.
Yeah, we're in the bar now.
and it's a cheap little bar that's gotten
Well-
thrown together by these merchants. So there's people
I
like
forgot that I had dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
Was there? That would have helped us in that forest. Because I could have seen even more. So what was going on?
Yeah,
up
I mean,
on the top of the
it's still
trees.
everything looked dim because of how dark it was.
Right.
Yeah,
But
we really wouldn't have seen anything if we
no, the
didn't
trees
have
obscured everything, but you definitely got the sense that this was a crowded forest.
How daytimey was it when we were in there?
One morning.
that. Yeah.
But
not big
but
time.
for me, areas of darkness are only lightly obscured as far as I'm concerned. So the creature, but
The tree cover made it tough, and the shadows were magical. So you
and
had
I
a
can't
hard time-
discern color in darkness. I can only
Right.
see shades of gray.
Right.
Like a dog.
How many shades of gray do you think you could see?
50,
Can you see a whiter?
like 50 plus, maybe.
Well, I think Twee and Tom, because they're an elf and a tiefling, are in the same position as you. I think all three of you guys have night vision.
Okay, cool.
And you did see everything
Right.
as
I'm
clearly
just-
as you could.
I'm
for
just
what
learning
you were
this
in.
character.
Yeah.
So what do we get? We're hearing anything out of the fairy?
Fairy starts waking up,
Ah.
and Lex is like, "All right, motherfucker, why do you come after me?" And he's like, "Stay out of my woods, you piece of shit." Stay out of
Here
my
we
woods, you
go.
piece of
Jesus
shit."
Christ. These two again.
Get some nerve.
And Lekyss, he's had more than his fill of whiskey at this point. He's a dragonborn, but he's been drinking all day. He's had more, so he seems like he's not really doing any fun thoughtful interrogating. He's just kind of like, motherfucker, I'm gonna send you back to the woods in a fucking stretcher. Just like nonsense. He says a couple of things like, where'd everybody go? What happened to the settlement? But the fairy's not really responding right away.
Can we take a quick break?
Yeah, let's take a break.
Good night to the little fella.
Go for it. And we're back. All right, so you guys want to take a crack at interrogating this little fairy guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, he's definitely creepy looking. He's got fangs. He's jet black. He's wearing a little loincloth. And he's pissed at Lekyss messing with him.
Tom Lekyss?
No, Lekyss, not Lekyss.
That's the professor.
What are we asking him? Where did everybody go? Is that
Sure.
or what?
Sure.
What do we hope to get from him?
And as soon as you start talking, Lekyss grabs his whiskey and just kind of backs off and lets you take over, and he starts just kind of mumbling to himself. Fairy says, "I ain't telling you." I'm sorry, that's more Lekyss's voice. He goes, "I'll tell you."
I'm going to put a finger on his chest and press.
I ain't afraid of no cops.
And say, what's the story in the forest?
It's my forest, man.
I'm pressing harder.
My forest. You can't take this away from me. Manon can't take this away from me.
Is it an evil forest?
Manon. I heard about Manon before.
What do you mean evil, man?
He'd Manon to spare
Well,
the
you
end.
seem like a dark fairy.
Yeah, I'm pretty badass.
I guess evil.
Are you
is sort of-
extreme?
Wait, what's that quiet guy say?
I was gonna say, I guess evil is sort of subjective.
Man, shut the fuck up. Yeah, I'm extreme as hell, man. I skateboard, I do parkour and shit.
Parkour.
A parkour fairy, huh?
He said, this is my island. Too bad for you guys losing your world and shit. I don't give a fuck.
Oh, this fairy's a little troll.
How long you been here?
I'm 350 years old, man. I ain't afraid of you.
And you always been here, huh?
Yeah, man. This is my turf.
Who do you share the forest with?
I share forest with whoever I feel like sharing the forest with, man.
But what other creatures are in the forest?
I don't care, man. The Demolith, man. I don't care about the Demolith.
Demolith, huh?
Yeah, man.
What do we know about the Demolith?
I don't know. What do you know about the Demolith? I don't know nothing. You guys think you're great just because you're taking over this little island? You won't be here long, man.
When we get him drunk? Pour some whiskey on his face.
Hey, could I ask him something?
Yeah, sure.
What's with those black things in the trees?
Man, I already told you. I ain't afraid of no Demolith.
Demolith.
Is it solid?
My shit's a real solid, man. I get lots of fiber every day.
These are the littlest, tiniest shits. Adorable.
He's looking through the monsters manual under the D's.
What? I don't know.
So what happened to our world? We don't know about whatever you're talking about.
Oh shit! You don't even know.
What happened?
What's your name, fairy?
What?
What's your name, fairy?
Gago?
Gago?
Gago the fairy.
Lady Gago?
I don't get that reference.
I don't know. I don't either.
He's always leaving. He's always saying,
I'm too young to know that reference,
Gago.
man.
I can't stay, Gago.
I'm Gago the 8th.
The 8th?
Yeah, man. Gago's been around for millennia.
700 of you dicks?
Way longer than this Demolith bullshit. I'm older than your whole world.
So what? So you saw what happened to our world?
No, man, I didn't see it, but I don't need to see it to know it's gone, baby, gone.
That's not good.
So the Demolick is what took over that guy that was stabbing himself?
He said Demolith, and you're not 100% sure, but yeah, you get the impression that there's something in the woods called the Demolith.
Demolith?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Lith.
Well, in my book, not Bodie's book, by the way. I just happen to be glancing at her book, but I guess it's useless.
Oh, you know what? He might. Yeah, there's a chance he's mispronouncing it.
Oh, okay.
Or he plays Final Fantasy. What else?
I feel like I've heard of them before. Are they tiny undead?
I don't know.
What do we think happened to that guy? I mean,
he got absorbed in some way.
and we weren't close enough to see what was actually left of him when it disappeared.
Right.
If we go back,
So it seems like the woods drove him. The woods drove him crazy. Drove him to kill himself. And
He
then
was
the
already
woods took
crazy,
him.
I think.
Well, right, but the woods. Oh, before he got to the woods, you think he was crazy?
Yeah.
Before we met him.
He was heading crazy when we met him.
I mean, did you
Right,
read his Facebook
but wasn't he
posts?
already inspired by the woods? Because he had already been in the woods,
that's
like
true.
before,
Yeah, you're
right?
Yeah.
Couldn't handle the Demolith, man.
Who can? Can you handle the Demolith?
Yeah, man, I can handle that shit. I'm afraid.
How do you fight him?
You fight that shit, man. You don't exist on the same plane as your bitch ass.
All right, interesting.
What are we at time-wise on this?
We're about good time to wrap up the episode, I think.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out.
What if we gave him... I kind of like the idea of
Give me some booze.
maybe plying him.
I think it's a great idea.
Do you like... yeah. What do you like to drink? What do you imbibe, my friend?
Man, I drink some forest shit that's been fermenting longer than
Pruno. He likes Pruno.
What a weird coincidence.
Not a bad idea. I think we should save it for the next
cool.
episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I wanted to say thank you to Lucrate because
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
we don't
thank
have
you.
an official deal with them yet, but they're sending us shit again.
Yeah, thanks, Luke Craig.
Thanks, Luke Craig.
Thank you, Luke.
And thanks for listening, guys.
I'm excited for these to be up. I don't know when they're going to be up, but
Very soon. Well, if you're listening to they're up.
yeah, it's exciting for us.
They're going to be up right now.
Yes. Thanks for listening, guys.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for listening to Brian Posehn's Nerd Poker. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter at Nerd Poker Podcast. Our new P.O. Box is Nerd Poker P.O. Box 16069, Encino, California 91416. Anything you want to send us comes right to me, and I'll share it with the guys. We also have a Patreon account. Patreon.com/nerdpoker, patreon.com/nerdpoker. And there, if you join us there, you can get monthly bonus episodes for supporting us there. As you may have noticed, we have some mic problems in these first couple of episodes. I just had one mic in my dining room. As we got a producer involved, we figured we really need a second mic, so that gets resolved. But I still want to present you the first 8 episodes the way we recorded them. But just know, sometimes we'll be off mic. One or two of us might be off mic. Thanks again for listening, guys. Couldn't do it without you.